Will the audience please rise? The invocation will be led by the Reverend Thomas Perchlick.
Please join with me in the spirit of prayer. Open your mind, open your heart. Most holy God, though we know you are with us always, we ask that your presence be remembered during this celebration. We ask that your presence be in the words and the actions of the people of this hour. Students have worked long, hard hours. Teachers have given dedicated days, and weaving them all the fine thread of administrators and staff. All have worked to ensure this day of celebration. But let us remember that no achievement, no act of greatness is absent from your touch and your presence. Let us have a spirit of gratitude, knowing that your work and your strength and your glory is present in this fine university and in the cotton fields which robe it in a cloth of white, and in this glorious state of Texas, and in this nation of freedom and individual responsibility, and in the sun and the earth, and in the true blue dream of sky which you unfold above us. We know that you are present. We know that all in our lives is touched by goodness and moves towards greatness. Dear God, be present in this time. Remind us of your work. Guide the words of those who will speak. In all your names, we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. I'm Don Harrigan, president of the university. It's my pleasure to welcome each of you to this, the May 1997 commencement of the Colleges of Human Sciences, Education, Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources, and Business Administration of Texas Tech University. I would like first of all to introduce the members of the platform party, and it is indeed a distinct pleasure for me to be able to introduce our very special guests, the Governor of the great state of Texas, the Honorable George W. Bush, and First Lady Laura Bush. I would ask now that you hold your applause until all of the members of the stage party have been introduced. First, Mr. Edward E. Whitaker, Jr., Chairman of the Board of Regents. Dr. John T. Monford, Chancellor. Dr. John M. Burns, Provost. The Reverend Thomas Perchlick, First Unitarian Universalist Church of Lubbock. Dr. John M. Howe, President of the Faculty Senate. Mr. Jeff Wayne, President of the Student Association. Dr. David J. Smidley, Vice President for Research and Graduate Studies and Dean of the Graduate School. Dr. Elizabeth G. Haley, Dean of the College of Human Sciences. Dr. Elaine Jarko, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Robert Albin, Interim Dean of the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources. Dr. Carl H. Stem, Dean of the College of Business Administration. Mr. James L. Krausen, Deputy Chancellor. Mr. Pat Campbell, Vice Chancellor and General Counsel. Mr. William G. Weiner, Vice President for Institutional Advancement. Mr. Jim Brunges, Vice President for Fiscal Affairs. Dr. Robert H. Ewalt, Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. J. Robert Brown, Member of the Board of Regents. Dr. Nancy E. Jones, Member of the Board of Regents. Dr. Carl E. No, Member of the Board of Regents. Mr. James E. Sowell, Member of the Board of Regents. Mr. J. Michael Weiss, Member of the Board of Regents. And Mr. Alan B. White, Member of the Board of Regents. Now, would you please join me acknowledging the stage party? Now let me introduce the Chancellor of Texas Tech University and Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center, John T. Monford.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Texas Tech University on this fine West Texas day. Our congratulations to the parents, loved ones, relatives, children, fathers, mothers, brothers, and sisters who are represented here today. Hopefully, soon when you come back to see us, we will have even an expanded facility with our new arena to house the magnitude of support for our graduating classes. To our distinguished speaker today and his lovely wife, Governor and Mrs. Bush, we sincerely appreciate your taking time out of a most busy schedule during the important month of the legislative session to be here with us today. And Governor, your unselfish giving of your time to our university to give a message to this graduating class is sincerely appreciated. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, Texas Tech University now has a combined enrollment of some 27,000 students. Our locations and campuses span from El Paso through the Permian Basin, up through Lubbock, and to Amarillo. We have students enrolled from all 254 Texas counties, all 50 states in the nation, and over 120 foreign countries. We believe Texas Tech University is one of the most exciting places to be today in higher education, and we extend to this class of 1997 a profound congratulations, because it has been certainly an important challenge to get to this level. And members of the class of 97, this will be one of the most important days of your life. We appreciate the dynamic Board of Regents that leads us to this point. We have, I believe, a board with great vision and strong presence both in this state and in this nation. And it is my sincere opportunity to now present to you the chairman of our Board of Regents, a leader in corporate America who heads one of the largest corporations in the nation. He is chairman and CEO of SBC Inc., which is the parent of all of the Southwestern Bell companies and a multinational corporation. He has brought a dynamic leadership role to our board. Would you please welcome the chairman of our Board of Regents, Mr. Ed Whitaker, Jr.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. and distinguished guests, on behalf of the Texas Tech University Board of Regents, I would like to welcome you to our 1997 Spring Commencement ceremonies. I offer a special welcome also from the Regents to our distinguished speaker, Governor George W. Bush. Let me offer my congratulations to the families of the graduates seated in the audience. From here, looking at the pride in your faces truly lights up this Coliseum today, and we're glad that you're all here. I also want to offer my most sincere welcome and congratulations to those of you seated on the floor today, the class of 1997. This university has been bidding graduates farewell since May the 30th, 1927. In fact, Governor Bush's father-in-law, Harold Welch, was a Texas Tech student in the 1930s. I too, believe it or not, can still remember the day I graduated from Texas Tech. Thousands of people have graduated from Texas Tech before you, but you would be mistaken to think that you are just the next wave washing across the beach, leaving no impression. While you have been studying at Texas Tech University, your lives have been changed. But the life of this university has been changed as well by your presence. It may surprise some of you to know that your professors do indeed remember some of the questions that you ask in class. They're very likely to remember the special insight you revealed in a theme. As they stand before another class, they'll remember your face and they'll wonder what route you have chosen to take. They'll be hoping for your success, as will the Board of Regents, because that is the way we measure our success, indeed our very purpose. After this ceremony is over and you leave this campus today, you will take something of Texas Tech with you, and that will remain a part of you as long as you live. So I urge you to take a minute after this ceremony is completed. Just as you are ready to leave us, look back over your shoulder today. When you do, you'll see this beautiful campus one more time, but I think you'll see even more. Your vision will encompass many memories. Probably the most recent are of a term paper written in the long hours after midnight, or of the final exam that you dreaded. Your achievement today was purchased with a large amount of determination. But there will be other memories too. There's the professor who cared about your progress, or the teacher that inspired you to measure up to your best. Some of you may one day want to return here to advance your education, to enhance your career, to change careers, or just to gain knowledge. Whatever you choose to do with your lives, it is the hope of the Board of Regents that the education you have received at Texas Tech University will serve you well throughout your life. We hope your concern for this university will not diminish, but will grow, and that you will support us, and that you will draw support from us. So let me welcome you and your families to this very meaningful ceremony today, when the highest ritual of university life will formally signify your achievement. I ask you, please, treasure this day, and I ask each of you here today to take away your own memories of this day, for I know you will long cherish them. Thank you. It is my great pleasure today to introduce you to the 46th Governor of the state, His Honor, George W. Bush. Governor Bush is now in the third year of a four-year term. Governor Bush has earned a reputation as a principled conservative who shapes policies based on his belief in limited government, personal responsibility, strong families, and local control. Governor Bush is currently completing his second legislative session. During the first session, he worked successfully with Texas Tech alumni Lieutenant Governor Bob Bullock and House Speaker Pete Laney to enact reforms on Governor Bush's 4 major priorities for Texas: curbing lawsuit abuse, providing local control for schools, strengthening juvenile and criminal justice laws, and reforming welfare. Before taking office in January 1995, Governor Bush served as the managing general partner of the Texas Rangers baseball organization. He was instrumental in bringing together the Rangers and the city of Arlington to build the Rangers' new home, the ballpark in Arlington. And he's still a fan because I was with him last night when we whipped the Aggies. Governor Bush and his wife, the former Laura Welsh, reside in the governor's mansion in Austin with their 15-year-old twin daughters. The governor is an active member of the Methodist Church and has served on boards of various businesses, charitable, and civic organizations. As I noted earlier, he has the good fortune of selecting a father-in-law who graduated from Texas Tech. The entire Texas Tech Board of Regents, Chancellor Montford, and President Harrigan join me in expressing our appreciation to Governor Bush for being here today to deliver the 1997 commencement address. Please help me welcome to our campus and this commencement ceremony an outstanding Texas leader for now and in the future, Governor George W. Bush.
Thank you, Ed, for those kind words. Laura and I are honored to be here on the campus of this great university for this most meaningful ceremony. Chancellor Montford and President Harrigan, members of the Board of Regents, distinguished faculty, family, friends, and especially the class of 1997, this is a proud day. It marks the culmination of many years of hard work, and I congratulate you all for your accomplishment. I also want to congratulate the parents who are here today. Your love and dedication has made this day possible. Your sons and daughters could not have arrived at this moment without your sacrifice, your help, and your constant belief in their hopes and dreams. Today belongs to you as much as it belongs to the graduates. As the class of 97 leaves this campus, you no doubt take with you many treasured memories of your college days. Memories such as listening to live sets at the Spoon, or ending a hard week of classes with Power Hour. Memories such as strolling this beautiful campus, gazing over at the statue of the famous Will Rogers and wondering to yourself, is he ever going to get off the horse? And finally, class of 97, you leave here knowing that in your sophomore year, Texas Tech won eternal bragging rights by becoming the only Texas school in the history of the Southwest Conference ever to sweep championships in women's basketball, men's basketball, baseball, and of course, football. Like any graduation speaker, I hope my words today are relevant. So when I began preparing this address, I thought back to speeches at my own graduations. I tried to call some sage advice that stuck with me throughout the years, some kernel of wisdom that I could pass along to you today. Truth is, I don't remember any. Matter of fact, I can't even recall who the speakers were. All I remember is that the speeches were way too long. So I'm under no illusions. I realize many of you are politely pretending to be listening, but you're really thinking about the big party tonight. So, you get a short speech. The world you're about to enter is rapidly changing. Just think of this fact. Back in 1876, it took 11 days for newspapers to find out about Custer's last stand. If that battle happened today, every detail would be on the internet within minutes. Within a week, casting would be underway for the TV movie. And by day 11, a special prosecutor would be investigating the no-bid contract for the cavalry ponies. Things have changed dramatically. In 1968, surfing was something we did at the beach. Today, you do it on a computer. When I went job hunting, I competed with students from around our state and around our nation. Your competition will include graduates from all around the world. Never before have the words of Texas Tech's first president, Paul W. Horn, been as true as they are today. He said, "Let our thoughts be big thoughts and broad thoughts. Let our thinking be in worldwide terms." Free trade is creating new economic opportunities in our hemisphere. People worldwide are courageously saying no to tyranny and government oppression, and yes to democracy, and yes to the marketplace. This is an exciting time, a time of tremendous change and great opportunities. And as both people and markets become more free, the world will change even more than it is today, where today you can have breakfast in London, a teleconference meeting with people in Beijing, China, and be able to get on a supersonic jet and make it to the Rangers game on time. But while the world is rapidly changing, there are some things that will never change. Some things will remain constant and true. Abraham Lincoln learned that during the Civil War, the most chaotic period in our nation's history. Faced with the enormous challenge of running a country at war with itself, Lincoln discovered that decisions came easier when he stuck to his ideals. He once illustrated this point with a story about a young friend who was frightened by a sudden meteor shower. Lincoln reassured his friend, urging him to look beyond the shooting streaks of light to the fixed stars twinkling serenely in the heavens. "Let us not mind the meteors," Lincoln said, "but let us keep our eyes on the stars." As you leave here with your diplomas in hand, my hope is that you will not be dissuaded or confused by life's meteors crashing around you, but will stay focused on some fixed stars as your guide. First, no matter how much technology advances, you will always do business with people, not machines. Everyone deserves to be treated with respect and with dignity. It is important to listen and important to respect the opinions of others. You can understand another's point of view without sacrificing your own principles and beliefs. Secondly, while recognizing the worth of other people, give yourself the same courtesy. Great decisions in life spring from the heart. Trust your instincts and do not be afraid of either failure or success. Thirdly, You're responsible for yourself, and you are responsible for what you do in life. About the time I graduated from college in the late 60s, the culture of our country began to change dramatically. We questioned everything. We questioned our faith, our values, our moral standard of behavior. The rallying cry became, if it feels good, do it. Individuals are not responsible for their actions, went the thinking. We were all victims of forces beyond our control. But our society has paid a dear price for this cultural shift. Males father children and walk away to let others deal with the consequences. A second and third generation of Americans are dependent on a system that saps the soul and drains the spirit of their very future. And random violent juvenile crime is exploding. And criminologists warn of a new generation of super predators, kids without fear or conscience. To restore peace and civility to our neighborhoods and to our country, we must change the culture again. Not backwards, but forwards to a culture based upon individual responsibility and shared values. I don't mean the values of one religion over another, but tried and true standards of behavior that have absolutely stood the test of time. Love your neighbor. Give an honest day's work for an honest day's wages. Do not lie, cheat, or steal. Respect others. Respect their property. And respect their opinions. And always remember, you're responsible for what you do. The fourth star. Baseball should always be played outdoors, on grass, with wooden bats. Fifth, while the world may be changing dramatically, always remember that families are the backbone of our society. Families must endure forever. In our families, we find love, and we learn the compassionate values essential to make us good citizens of the world. When the time comes for you to start your own families, I hope each and every one of you strive to build not just a house, but a home. It takes hard work and dedication. Just ask your parents. But home is where our hearts find peace, and home is where our dreams take wing. Sixth, and this is important, you might even want to write it down, that no matter how old you are or what your job is, you can never escape your mother. I learned this lesson quite vividly in Fredericksburg, Texas one day when Laura and myself and my mom and dad were on stage for the 50th anniversary celebration of America's World War II victory in the Pacific Theater. It was a beautiful day, and there was 30,000 Texans and a few Americans there to say thanks to the generation of my mom and dad for the incredible freedoms we have in our state and our nation. I had been asked to speak, and I went up to the podium, and I turned to my dad, and I said, "Mr. President, welcome." And there was a nice ripple of applause. And I said, "Mother," and the place went wild. I said, "Mother, it's clear the people here still love you, and so do I, but you're still telling me what to do after 50 years. And a guy in a big cowboy hat steps out in Main Street, Fredericksburg, cups his hands and screams, "You better listen to her too, boy." Well, I do listen to her. And one of the things she has taught me is the final and most important fixed star of all. God exists today, and God will exist forever. I am convinced that to truly change America, we need a renewal of spirit in this country, a return to selfless concern for others, for duty, and for country. We must let faith be the fire within us. Government can hand out money, but it cannot put hope in our hearts or a sense of purpose in our lives. A successful career can put a BMW in your driveway, but it cannot fill the spiritual well from which we draw strength every day. Only faith can do that. I hope you'll be a part of that renewal of spirit as you begin your careers and to put to work those degrees that you have worked so hard to earn. Some of you today will become teachers, and I want to thank you for that. You have chosen a profession that will never make you rich, but the fruits of your labor stand to make us all, as a nation, rich. Our children are the faces of our future, and those of you who choose to teach will impact that future in a very profound way. Yours is a noble calling. As one famous Texan, Sam Houston, pointed out many years ago, Houston was a war hero, a teacher, the President of the Republic of Texas, United States Senator, governor from 2 states. Toward the end of his life, one of Houston's friends asked, of all the titles he had held in his lifetime, which one meant the most to him? And Houston replied without hesitation, teacher. But teaching is more than something done in a classroom. Teaching is something we must do every day of our lives. Teach your children decency. Teach them to be responsible for themselves. Teach your neighbor that you love them by doing something kind. A moment ago, I mentioned my predecessor in the governor's mansion, Sam Houston. He was an amazing man, a great Texas hero. But what most people do not know is his life could have turned out much differently. He wrestled with self-doubt. He wandered for years looking for direction. He was twice driven from public office in disgrace. And Sam Houston was a drunk. The turning point for Houston came one day. When drunk and physically spent, he looked in a mirror and saw the reflection of a man he no longer respected. That very day, Houston vowed to turn his life around, and he did. And our history is richer for it. My hope is that you will follow your dreams, that you will keep your eyes on those fixed stars. But most of all, I hope when you look in the mirror, you will always be proud of what you see. Good luck to the class of '97. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Governor and Mrs. Bush. We are deeply honored and privileged that you could be with us at this ceremony today. We will now proceed with the recognition of graduates.
Will all candidates please rise? Degrees are awarded to those who have successfully completed all requirements established by the university and by the faculties of their colleges and departments. President Harrigan, the candidates are recommended to you for the conferring of their respective degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the university, I confer upon each of you the degree for which the provost has recommended you. Congratulations. You can move the tassels to the left and be seated.
We will now proceed with the recognition of individual candidates.
The candidates for doctoral degrees will be recognized and hooded first. After the hooding ceremony, candidates for master's degrees will be recognized. Will the candidates for doctoral degrees and their major professors please proceed to the platform as directed by the marshals?
The following group of students are receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the College of Human Sciences. The banner bearer for the graduate school is receiving the Doctor of Philosophy in the College of Human Sciences with a major in Consumer Economics and Environmental Design. Catherine Lynn Crockett. Hooded by Professors Linda C. Hoover and A. William Gustafson. Andrew Allen Ellert, hooded by Professor A. William Gustafson. Sherry Lynn Locken, hooded by Professor A. William Gustafson. Wanda Mae Clark, hooded by Professor David C. Ivey. Sunny Mae McGinnis, hooded by Professor Joyce Munch. The following students are receiving the degree of Doctor of Education in the College of Education. Jane Wang Chui, hooded by Professor Gerald D. Parr. Timothy Joel Dinger, hooded by Professor Gerald D. Parr. Marcia Ann Norton, hooded by Professor Gerald D. Parr. Gary Allen Ergish, hooded by Professor Clifford B. Fedler. Henry Willis Means II, hooded by Professor Terrence C. Ahern. Ellen Ava Sigler, hooded by Dr. Mary Talent Runnels. Jeanette Alexander Wedding, hooded by Professor Alan J. Koenig. George David Woodward, hooded by Professor Arlen V. Peterson. The following students are receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources. Dennis Lee Holthouse, hooded by Professor C. Reed Richardson. Janet Kim Pitcock, hooded by Professor Richard E. Durham. The following students are receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the College of Business Administration. Seza Danasholu, Professor S. Scott McDonald. Gerard Frederick Farias, hooded by Professor Barry A. Macy. Paul David Hutchison, hooded by Professor Herschel Mann. Mark Carlton Yoki, hooded by Professor Dale F. Duhan. Gerald Paul Markey, hooded by Professor James R. Burns. We will now recognize master's candidates. The following student is receiving a Master of Science degree in the College of Human Sciences. Carrie Diane Fowler. The following group of students are receiving the degree of Master of Education in the College of Education. David Wayne Allison. Amanda Lee Banks. Terry Lee Bennett. Onita Burgess. Larry J. Bussell. Sabrina Dawn Carroll. Kristen Dawn Childers. Jacqueline Ann Krim. Maria Teresa Maluli Espino. Judy Denise Gentry. Dana Lorraine Gilchrist. Tamara Owen Golden. Renee Dawn Harmeyer. Susan Diane Havens Coos. Christina Diane Hernandez. Sherry Denise Hunt. Tammy Michael Irwin. Young A. Kim Lee. Dachi Lee. Allison Pace Bell Love. Perry Shipley Mason. Anna Maston. Kelly McCormick. Jeffrey Scott Quiroga. Shelley Raynell Reap. Kelly Lee Smiley. Candace April Tyner. Gary Thomas Vivian. Christine Ann Weiland. The following group of students are receiving a master's degree in the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources. Master of Agriculture, Kenneth Wayne Schubach. Master of Science, Jim Kelly Atterbury. John Thacker Haynes, Kyle Wayne McGregor, Brent Douglas McPeak, Kristen Elizabeth Ballou Munson, Gordon Barron Wetzel. The following group of students are receiving master's degrees in the College of Business Administration. Master of Business Administration, James Gregory Blankenship, Zane Douglas Boyer, Andrew Carroll Burcham, Jason Philip Bennett, Amy Victoria Connor, Stephen Edmund Dam, Charles Gregory Davis, Brian Todd Dedman, Shannon Ann Dettel, Anand Sabdalia, Charles Franklin Hamby, Diane Louise Henderson, George Everett Hess, Lok Yin Laurie Ho, Hassan Ejan, Trenton Paul Eney, Catherine Morin Jennings, Namil Kim, Darren William King, Derek Dillon Laws, Sarah Creech Laws, Jason Andrew Markham, or tell me. Vinod Nandapati, Denise Leslie Nims, Alfonso Enrique Olivas, Thomas Rajan, Scott Allen Rakowitz, Fernando Salazar Rodriguez, Raymond C. Romo, Kevin Moore, L. Scott Rowden, Christopher Robin Satterwhite, Misty D. Schugert, Hong Leong Ting, Thomas Robert Toscano, Chichik Oyansoy, Kyle Lee Vinson, Cynthia Ann Vowell, Matthew Walitis, Manisha Youngblood, Hao Zhang, Master of Science with a major in Business Administration, Shirana Chinnapongsanand, Jill Renee Harter, Haibo Hu, Kurosh Kazimini Mofrad, Siantan Ray, Christopher West Reynolds, Richard Mark Taylor, Chi-E Yu, Master of Science in Accounting, Suzanne Margaret Cannon, Yesha Mungru. The following students are graduating from the esteemed 150-hour program in the College of Business Administration and will be receiving both their Bachelor of Business Administration degree in Accounting and their Master of Science in Accounting degree. Tanya Lynn Boucher, Billy Jane Burks, magna cum laude. Lacey Jeree Calfin, magna cum laude. Benjamin Kenneth Friedman, cum laude. Michael Andrew Headland. Carol Wayne Hollingsworth. Melinda Rose Maloof. Karen Marie McCourt. Sarah Delane Pesco, magna cum laude. Becky Diane Brizendine Stevens, cum laude. Cody Reed Vogler, cum laude.
The candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in the College of Human Sciences will please proceed to the platform as directed by the marshals.
The following are top honor graduates and banner bearers in the College of Human Sciences, graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in Human Development and Family Studies. Tracy Lee Tuthill, summa cum laude. Stacia Michelle Zweigert Ayler, summa cum laude. The following are May 1997 graduates, Bachelor of Interior Design, Grace A. Ford. Paige Renee Lepton. Sandra Barham McLean, summa cum laude. The following are May 1997 graduates, Bachelor of Science with a major in Clothing, Textiles, and Merchandising. Tracy Michelle Bender, cum laude. Tanya Lorraine Schumacher. The following are May graduates, Bachelor of Science with a major in Food and Nutrition. Michaela Dawn Ahern. Gay Lynn Arnwine, cum laude. Kristen Meredith Barrier. Jennifer Lee Burke. Dana Leslie Chavez. Amber Renee Clifton. Tricia Lee Ferry. Paul Shaler Garney. Matthew Francis Hawkins. Allison Ann Heinrich. Marcel Lee Hill. Susan E. Holloway. Joan Marguerite Johnson, summa cum laude. Karen Renee Jones. Diana Lee Long. Fabiola Marquez. Catherine Lynn Martin. Erin Kelly Moreland, magna cum laude. Ashley Allison Neal. Carrie Michelle Pearson. Carrie Lynn Pilipovich. Bonine Benet Scroggs. Suzanne Elizabeth Winslow. Kimberly Marie Wills. The following are May graduates with a Bachelor of Science, major Human Development and Family Studies. Leisha Michelle Aker, magna cum laude. Kiara Raquel Aguilar. Andrea Marie Ayala. Cheryl Ray Baker, cum laude. Sean Belusic. Krista L. Stevenson Berry. Cresta Nelia Barton. Teresa Rayanne Belcher. Jessica Christine Berridge, cum laude. Anita Ann Borthwick. David Brito Garcia. Andrea P. Brown. Carrie Lynn Brown. Shannon Michelle Cahall. Jennifer Marie Cohn. Holly Diana Cole. Deborah Lynn Cooney, cum laude. Jackie Jean Cummings. Barbara Adele Daniel. Cindy K. Daniels. Deanne Otwell DeMeo. Carrie K. Woodall Doucette. Shelley Dawn Downs. Shara Lynn Dunham. Angela Renee Irwin, cum laude. Leslie Ann Estridge, magna cum laude. Amy Rebecca Evans, magna cum laude. Micheline Christine Fairbairn. Tammy Lynn Fine. Sandy K. Robertson Forbes. Lisa Camille Fox, summa cum laude. Kelly L. Franklin, magna cum laude. Leanne Garbati, magna cum laude. Brandy Nicole Gale. Natalie Elrissa Gilly. Wendy Ellen Gilly. Tamara Terrell Glass. Rhonda Marshane Griffin. Kimberly Hall. Melanie June Harbert, cum laude. Amber Gay Harkleroad. Robert Lee Hayes. Cody Lynn Haynes, cum laude. Margaret Hunter. Carrie Hutchcraft. Jacqueline Mary Johns, magna cum laude. Angela Denise Johnson. Jill Marie Johnson. Virginia Lynn Johnson. Amy Lynn Jones, cum laude. Elizabeth Lynn Jones, cum laude with highest honors. Crispin Ann Keeney. Catherine Allison Klon, magna cum laude. Shelley Marie Knight, cum laude. Kay Michelle Lamb. Tamara Noel Lane. Helene Elise Lemley, cum laude. Cheryl Ann Lindley, magna cum laude. Erin Janine Lockhausen, magna cum laude. Amanda Ann Lohr. Tisha Lynn Long, cum laude. Al Cullen Manny, magna cum laude with highest honors. Jackie Elaine Maurus, summa cum laude. Cynthia Leanne McCain, summa cum laude. Tara Renee McClung. Christine Alice McMurray. Leslie Lynn Fisher McPherson. Kristen Elizabeth Mead. Deanne Renee Milford. Chad Christopher Morse. Philip Craig Morton. Cheryl Lynn Nichols. Kelly Ogden. Jamie Brooke Outlaw. Bruce Craig Owen, summa cum laude. Martha Ellen Pennell, magna cum laude. Darla Jean Peaks, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Perkins. Janice Marie Farr. Cheryl Lynn Prezada. Carrie Lane Qualls O'Brien. Paris Ann Rigby. James Allen Rogers. Kelly S. Roseman, summa cum laude. Jana Lynn Rutledge. Rachel Saul, cum laude. Kathleen Ann Smith. Kristen Swenson, magna cum laude. Stephanie Ruth Tesh. Melanie Jane Thompson. Amanda K. Thornton. Ashley Ann Travis. Wendy Day Trentman. Stephanie Ramey Updegrove, magna cum laude. Melissa Ann Wallace. Julie Deanne Wells, magna cum laude. Misty Ann Wyndham. Alexandra Christina Woodall. Nicole Denise Young. The following are May graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Family and Consumer Sciences. Nancy Jo Briscoe. Marie Isabel R. Cardenas. Tiffany Nicole Pryor, cum laude. Misty K. Watkins Vaughn. The following are May graduates, Bachelor of Science in Restaurant, Hotel, and Institutional Management. Robert Allen Berry. Troy Eugene Bayless II. Joshua Lynn Boring. Leanne Boston. Dina Lee Birch. Christopher Brian Campisi. Stacy L. Carver. Christopher Michael Castaneda. Garrett Christensen. Carol Lynn Kaup. Douglas Joseph Davis. Lindsay Ann Dabler. Kurt Donald Eifert. Karen Marie Ferrara. Walter Russell Goyne. Tinley Allison Hald. John David Harper. Olivia Chandler Hopkins. John Evan Charles Martin. Paige Martin. Gregory Thomas McCullough. Ainsley Brenna McDaniel. Genevieve Moore Pinley. William Lee Reedy Jr. Scott Jeffrey Reagan. Scott Brandon Schlefsky. Sean Shapa, cum laude. Mark Lloyd Stevens. Leanne Vaclav. Sterling Keith Van Kutren. Scott Tyrone Wilder. Jason Wooton. Angela Gale Wright. The following are August 1997 degree candidates, Bachelor of Interior Design. Christy Lynn Hayden. Shelby Nicole Phillips. Carrie Renee Ryan, cum laude. Catherine Emile Thomas. Tracy Rochelle Thorne. The following are August 1997 degree candidates, Bachelor of Science with a major in Clothing, Textiles, and Merchandising. Brandy Dawn Barton. Kelly Christine Boatwright. Angela Christine Boring. Breck Malin DeWeese. Sherry Dawn Halfman. Stephanie Ann Henson. Elisa Lynette James. Jody Lynn Leal. Kelly Ann Long. Meredith Joy Hopkins McKnight. Sandra Sarah Oropeza. Shane Odell Riley. Jean Michelle Smith. Kimberly Spikes. Lori Lynn Thomas. Following are August 1997 degree candidates, Bachelor of Science with a major in Family Financial Planning. Amy Marie Bonner. David E. Harp. Craig A. Hill. Cheryl Ray Ross. Policarpio G. Sanchez II. Judy Diane Van Gilder. The following are August 1997 candidates, Bachelor of Science with a major in Food and Nutrition. Melissa Lynn Friedrichs. Amy Kathleen Keith. Daniel Jeffrey Wainscott. The following are August 1997 degree candidates, Bachelor of Science with a major in Human Development and Family Studies. Cassie Renee Abernathy. Kimberly Bounds Valentine. Courtney Suzanne Bruner. Edward G. Cantu. Sonia Alexis Claflin. Catherine Ann Cook. Sarita D'Souza. Melissa Ann Darcy. Megan K. DeLue. Kelly Ann Douglas. Lori Dowdy. Rebecca Ray Ford. Heather Glenn Gardner. Christy Cooper Gilliam. Donald T. Hall. Christine Chisholm Haverdink. Stephen Mark Heyman. Carrie Hadfeld Hodnett. Vicki R. Howard. Lisa A. Jacobs. Christy Michelle James. Michelle Yvonne Jarnigan. Brandy Michelle Manning. Stephanie Jean Matthews. Katrina Deanda Mendoza. Kimberly K. Mosser. Cindy Dawn Myers. Harriet Lee Norton. Lori Ann Pinker. Ashley J. Purvis. Robin Marie Rives. Tina Renee Rowe. William Gay Schur Jr. Misty Gale Stone. Shalise Monet Thurman. Julio Anaya Trevino. Megan Carey Williams. Earl D. Wilson. The following are August 1997 degree candidates, Bachelor of Science in Restaurant, Hotel, and Institutional Management. Trent Lane Anderson. Catherine Ann Baumgartner. Eugene Joel Blossom. Holly Annette Burton. Cynthia Suzanne Crow. Richard L. Geary. Michelle Nicole Johnson. James Brent Kinzel. Shelley Renee McLean. Kenna Shea McDonald. Andrea D. Moore. Susan K. Price. David Blaine Pritchard. Chad Allen Ralston. Christy Renee Roberts. John Jason Shellnut. Jason Ray Smith. Erica Dora Stoles. Brigham John Trapp.
Will the candidates receiving the baccalaureate degree in education please proceed to the platform as directed by the marshals?
The following are honored graduates and banner bearers for the College of Education. They are receiving the Bachelor of Science degree in Multidisciplinary Studies. Kimberly J. Moore, summa cum laude. Tacey Joy Iverson King, summa cum laude. The following are receiving the Bachelor of Science in Multidisciplinary Science. Robert Gale Babb, cum laude. Wade Anthony Hood, summa cum laude. Sharon Erin Wells, cum laude. Amanda Lee Wood, summa cum laude. The following students are receiving the Bachelor of Science degree in Multidisciplinary Studies. Christina Marie Austin. Robert Earl Bacon. Karen Teresa Byers, summa cum laude. Linda Denise Fowler Crawron. Nikki Donnell Klein. Melissa Grace Copeland. Angela Diane Cox. Elisa Suzanne Davidson, magna cum laude. Stacy Michelle Dubose Davis. Jennifer Ann DeRigo. Ashley Dawn Eade. Gina Marie Garner, cum laude. Lisa Kathleen Sims Gaskins, magna cum laude. Nicole Marie Gasper. Jamie Deanne Haas. Julie Catherine Gates Hamilton, magna cum laude. Tammy O'Neill Hatfield, cum laude. Deborah Michelle Heredia. Christy Lynn Hubbard. Patrick Sean Hughes. Sharisa Dawn Jordan, cum laude. Kristen Janae Ketchum, cum laude. Casey Rebecca Kinder, cum laude. Nicole Jean Kleeman, cum laude. Melody Ann Klett, cum laude. Monica Gomez Lerma. Marcos Anthony Lopez. Elizabeth Dawn Masterson. Tricia Lee Seeds Makeda. Jennifer Joy Stewart Middleton, magna cum laude. Bianca Ann Miller. Tristan Michelle Monk, cum laude. Courtney Brooke Nance. Margie Faust Nelson. Lorinda Wheeler Norman, magna cum laude. Meredith Lynn McNew Perry. Karen Gale Potter. Martha Lou Quinlan, cum laude. Shelley Renee Reeves. Rika Teresa Solly Reynolds. Irma Marie Ortiz Reese. Stephanie Marie Salvagia Rumble. Jennifer Dawn Scriber. Heather Ray Sears, magna cum laude. April Michelle Shannon. Angela K. Stansel. Mickey Angela Stewart. Josie Diane Stillwell. Alicia Dion Lee Severson. Amanda Lee Tannell. Jennifer Janice Warfield. Lori Aline Williams. Shane Nicole Williamson, magna cum laude. The following students will receive their degrees in August 1997. They will receive the Bachelor of Science in Multidisciplinary Studies. Courtney Lee Chanel. Irma Linda Ramon Gonzalez. Gillian Michelle Graves. Melissa Hernandez. Julie Lynn Jordan. Lynn Ann Noy. Dezanne Cunningham Merritt. Jennifer N. Worley Salyards. Cheryl A. Vaughn.
Will the candidates receiving the baccalaureate degree in agricultural sciences and natural resources please proceed to the platform as directed by the marshals?
Banner bearer for the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources is Carol Jean Moorhead, summa cum laude, receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in horticulture. The following are May graduates. Receiving the Bachelor of Landscape Architecture degree are Douglas Allen Bishop, Aaron John Bainig, magna cum laude, Blair Lamont Didway, Larry James Fetchter, Jr., Jeffrey Paul Fletcher, Bradley Eugene Harden, Christopher Paul Hatcher, Kyle Andrew Henry, Sidney Marcus Reams, Courtney Ann Ruman, Stephen Kent Smith, Jr., John Mark Thompson, and Todd Burke Van. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Communications, Jody Lynn Fondy, Don Michelle Howard, cum laude, Cheryl Ann McCorkle, summa cum laude, Wendy Denise McDaniel, Roger Dale Miller, Rhonda Lynn Parker, cum laude. Gabe Pennington Wilson. Laura Elizabeth Wood, cum laude. And Timothy P. Zuber. The following are receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Interdisciplinary Agriculture. Christopher Martin Barrera. Cara Beth Byerly, cum laude. Chad Stephen Davis. Mark Lee Dietz. Melanie Ann Gentry. Heath Wesley Givens. Kent Mann Lewis. Ty Park Mabin. Ricky Wayne Pascal. Ryan Park Ship. Cody Lee Simmons, cum laude. Brian Scott Statler, cum laude. John Aaron Tarpley. Jared Bradley Usner. And Kevin Burton Williams. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Animal Production is Jamie Ray Peters and Martha Suzanne Reed. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Animal Business, Michael Norbert Cleason, Trenton Earl Lewis, and Amy Jeanette Naylor. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Animal Science, Jason Burl Ballou, David Reese Klein, Bradley Scott Clyburn, Britton Lee Conklin, magna cum laude, Marcia Elizabeth Moss, Jennifer Lane Phillips, magna cum laude, Timothy Mason Polk, magna cum laude, Tiffany Michelle Pollard, Brenda Kristen Starford, Daniel Arthur Sutphin, and Lloyd Eric Winston. The following are receiving the Bachelor of Science degree in Food Technology. Brendan Gerald Dusterhouse, Casey Gail Fuston, cum laude, Diana Roshini Camelgoda, cum laude, Jason Lee Lusk, magna cum laude, and John Dan Ridley. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Agronomy, Joel Malachi Basinger, magna cum laude, Kelly Dwayne Jack, Timothy Glenn Kitten, Andrew Lee Turner, and Richard Carl Vickers. Receiving the Bachelor of Science degree in Entomology, Christopher Lance Anderson, magna cum laude, and Bruce Lee Porter, cum laude. The following are receiving the Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, Allison Camille Chalk, J. Allen Ganaway, Sally Catherine Hanna, summa cum laude, Melissa Carol Hendrick, Richard Howard Jack, Cody Lee Mayberry, and Sharon Elizabeth Thanes. Receiving the Bachelor of Science in Range Management, Devin Michelle Richardson. Receiving the Bachelor of Science degree in Wildlife and Fisheries Management, Dylan Page Blanton, Carl V. Chandler, Molly Irene Clemens, Thomas J. Cox III, Ike Abram Finsterwald, Jason Wayne Glass, magna cum laude, Wesley Neil Henneke, Damian K. Higgins, Eric John Lopez, P.J. Schmidt, Michael Paul Botal, and Cale Stewart Winmus. The following are receiving the Bachelor of Science degree in Agricultural and Applied Economics: Julie Mack Belt, Dusty Lynn Cornelius, Heather Dawn Galt, Robert Daniel Hamilton, Tyler James Crutchfeld, Jason Neal Poole, John Wayne Revis, Chad Wesley Riggins, Bart Lane Roy, Lynn Mark Sherler, Casey Brett Smith, John Young Stewart II, Lori K. Vineyard. And the following individual will receive the agribusiness degree jointly from the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources and the College of Business Administration: Joe Vincent Harden, Kayla Joe Meyer, and Kristen Coy Turner, magna cum laude. The following are scheduled to receive a Bachelor of Science degree in August: Christopher Edward Schrader, Agribusiness. In Agricultural and Applied Economics, Kyle Rex Benson, Casey Colleen Cameron, Daryl Leslie Felpool, Kimberly Kretschmer, John Scott Martin, Byron Todd McCutcheon, Cherry D. Purdy, and Kevin Scott Schumacher. In Agricultural Communications, Damaris Ann Blackburn, Lance Allen Bradley, Bradley Wayne Dearlum, Casey Lynn Holt, Corey Shea Kellison, Melissa Lynn Key, Matthew Sean Myers, Eric Cole Pierce, Toby Arlen Ryder, Jody K. Thomason, and Tanya Renee Wimmer. In Interdisciplinary Agriculture, John Cy Beatty, Tamara Lynn Fitzgerald Flowers, Larry Leroy Leiter, Toby Brack Lynn, James Sutton Page, and Timothy Mack Watts. In Animal Science, Chad Lee Brown, Scott Edward Brown, Charlotte Deanne Holt, and Sarah Ann Ragsdale. In Food Technology, Sarah Elizabeth Fry. In Agronomy, Jason Scott Coleman and Carrie Lucas Mayfield. And in Wildlife and Fisheries Management, Jeffrey Scott Looning. That's it.
Will the graduates receiving bachelor's degrees in the College of Business Administration please proceed to the platform as directed by the marshals?
The banner bearer for the College of Business Administration is Mitchell Brian McCauley, summa cum laude. The following students are graduating with a double major: Jacob Daniel Dunlap, Finance and Economics; Clay Neal Elledge, Accounting and Management Information Systems; William Brock Engelbert, Finance and Economics; Lance Marlin High School, Finance, Economics, Management, and General Business; William Paul Holmes, Management Information Systems and Finance. Ryan E. Kimball, Finance, Marketing, and General Business. Casey Carl Kirkpatrick, Accounting and Finance. Todd Allen McCavitt, Management Information Systems and Accounting. William Raymond McDaniel II, Marketing and Management. Dana Janice Moore, Marketing and Management, magna cum laude. Gerard Orioles, Marketing and Management. Michael L. Parker, Finance and Economics. Douglas Heasley Rook, PLM and Marketing. Bradley Ryan Rowland, Accounting and Management Information Systems, magna cum laude. Prentice E. Sanders, Finance and Economics. Courtney Ann Schenkel, Finance and Marketing. Misty Dawn Smith, Management Information Systems and Marketing. William James Swallen, Finance and Economics. Amy Lou Terlica, Management Information Systems and Marketing, magna cum laude. Jeffrey Lee Wayne, Accounting and Finance, magna cum laude. Jennifer Nicole Weaver, Management and Marketing. Jason Brian Winter, Finance and Economics. Joshua Stevens Woodward, Finance and Economics, magna cum laude. Darren Lane Wyatt, Finance and Economics, summa cum laude. The following students are graduating with a major in accounting. Gwen Allison Agnew, magna cum laude. Daphne K. Brannon. Marcus Aaron Byerly. Stephen Brereton Covey. Leslie Aaron Dehoff. Shelby Scott Fabian. Samantha Diane Finley. Sherilyn Marie Garrison. Sarah Ann Grabowski, cum laude. Scott J. Hermes. Cody Allen Jarrett. Alexis Valee Massey. Courtney Ann Masters. William M. McMillan. Donald Wilfred Moylan III. Robin Noel Nielsen. Monica Carol Randall. Jennifer Jo Revelle. Melissa Ann Riggs. Ashley Elizabeth Rogers. Melissa A. Rodriguez. Jong Shi, magna cum laude. Stephanie Amber Hurd Vout. The following students are graduating with a major in economics. Keith Owen Costello. Jason Lynn Hall. The following students are graduating with a major in finance. Derek Eugene Allen. Amy Elizabeth Alonso. Casey Renee Anderson. Dwayne Ray Aponte. Brandy Denise Baskin. John Earl Blessey, cum laude. Larry Owen Surovsky. Carrie Don Kreitz. Christy Elizabeth Cross. Tanya Marie Davis. Christopher R. Deloney. Adam Joseph DeYoung, magna cum laude. Mary Venita Elkins. Rachel A. Farrow. Aaron Michael Fagan. Jeffrey Kyle Friedman. Christopher Dean Godwin. Ricky Guzman. Edwin Grant Helmer. Brett Hampton Hendrickson. Chad Allen Hicks. Christopher Price Hill. Corey J. Hooks, Amy Elizabeth Howard, J. Lynn Kemper, John Lars Lehagen, Amanda Sue Leonards Clark, Clint K. Lundemo, John McAlexander, Kevin Thomas McCombs, Ben Joe McCormick, David Michael McNulty, Brandon Ashley Mendiola, Kristen Elizabeth Mesa, Ryan Curtis Myers, William Keaton Myers II, Margaret Lynn Nell, James Roger Davis, Felipe Dominguez, Melissa Diane Fornoff, Larry Wayne Gailey II, John Andrew Goodman, Jennifer Linnell Hoffman, cum laude, Courtney Leanne Harrison, James Earl Hoffman Jr., Susan Ann McGarrick Hope, magna cum laude, Kristen Lee Holland, magna cum laude, Nathan Daniel Kennedy, Brady Todd Keys, Teresa Jill Coulin, cum laude, Chip Ryan Kugler, Ty-Tron Lee, Courtney Ann Marr, Sergio Lara Martinez, Daniel Allen McDonald, Patricia Jo McGuire, Amy Jo Miller, Troy David Montgomery, Jason Alexander Nelms, Aaron Rob Norton, Gregory Rockford O'Neill, Gina Utavia Owen, magna cum laude, Joyce Ann Parmenter, cum laude, John Lawhon Richards, Jennifer Jeanette Rory, Amy Vanessa Rostvold, Eric Justin Schrader, William Cantrell Shellberg III, Kevin Joe Stevens, Amber Ray Tinkler, Craig Allen Vaughn, William Warren Webster II, cum laude, Christopher Anthony Wren, Mark Edwin Yarbrough, magna cum laude. The following students are graduating with a major in Management Information Systems: Nancy Banuelos, Brian Lee Browning, Courtney Ryan Cochran, Aaron Don Coleman, Sean Patrick Cox, Andrew Patrick Evans, Rainey Ellen Falver, Mark Alex Flores, Kelly Wayne Free, Annie Letitia Galaviz, cum laude, Vanessa Lynn Gallegos, Brian Keith Gibson, James Christopher Gilkey, Carl Glenn Haddock, Alvin Chia Sheng Hing, Lachelle Ray Jarrett, Noel Edwin Kirsch, Nathan Andrew Lilly, Robert Damon Martinez, Derek Vincent Mason, Jeffrey Clinton McDonald, Daniel S. Millstone, Kenneth Ray Fansteel, Michael Aaron Ponto, magna cum laude, honor studies, Garnett L. Powell, Shane Wesley Prather, Heather Don Prince, David Saines Jr., cum laude, Travis Reed Smith, Michael Wayne Stanback, magna cum laude, Jamie Steed, cum laude, Chad Griffin Stevens, Marcus Johann Strom, Kenho Kenneth Tang, Chisholm Wayne Tate, Trey Foch Taylor, G. Philip Tepichin, Brian David Thornhill, Mark Allen Tridipo, Michael William Tweddle, Terry Daniel Weidig, Jeremy Dwayne Wint, Wardell C. Wright, Jr. The following students are graduating with a major in marketing: Lisa Renee Albanese, Sharice Ann Allison, Stephanie Lynn Amos, Jason Kyle Anderson, cum laude, Allison Brianna Ashburn, Catherine D. Bledsoe, Brian Keith Caravella, J. Fred Carson, Sander Castro, Andrea Carol Serrato, cum laude, Raymond Christopher Choate, Tammy Lynn Chalk, Robert Michael Cutrer, William Darren Dean, David Michael Dowd, Lori Elizabeth Elmore, Matthew Wayne Finney, Erica Lee Fisher, Kylie Renee Giancotti, Steve P. Giuliano, Ben Allen Grassmuck, Benjamin Todd Hamilton, Timothy Allen Hawk, Brian Michael Lee Hawker, Kendall Gray Hester, Stacy Lynn Hill, Eric Hans Holschatter Fisher, Johnny Lynn Hudman Jr., Hillary Page Hudson, cum laude. Gregory Neil Jackson. Alice Margaret Jones. Susan Jean Keeley. Courtney Lee Kuykendall. Roger Allen Lee. Stacy Michelle Long, cum laude. Robert Allen Lupton. John Allen Mann. Michael Joseph Marino. Jeffrey Bernard Martin. Candace Lynn McCann. Matthew Ryan McDaniel. Robert Matthew McDonald. Brett L. Miller. Timothy Schuyler Page. Brian Weston Parker, magna cum laude. William Wright Parker IV. Jason Michael Pond. Julie Marie Putnam. Brian Lee Reese. Courtney Jane Reed. Sean Anthony Richardson, cum laude. Carolyn Elizabeth Rivers. Carrie Ann Robinson. Timothy A. Salazar. Dusty B. Saul. Nicole Marie Schwind. Dustin Samuel Shields. Casey Brian Shiraz. Garen Dwayne Schuler. Curtis Dale Spain. Kendra Marie Splawn. Allison Stiles, Honor Studies. Timothy Ryan Stopper, cum laude. Sherry Nicole Thompson, magna cum laude. Monica Natasha Tillman. Clay Brandon Timmons. Ryan Chadwick Tomey. Tina Ann Vigstall. Amanda Catherine Warren, cum laude. Virginia Michelle Watts. Stephen John Welton. Greg David Wetter. Melissa Marie White. Weston Russell Wicks. Lori Janine Wilder. Kevin Andrew Wood. The following students are graduating with a major in Petroleum Land Management. Mark Stephen Arguelles. Jimmy Ryan Collins. Brian Christopher Noonan. The following students are August 1997 degree candidates. Judson Ray Abel, Finance. Mark Brian Aguilard, Finance. Justin L. Aiken, Accounting. Gabriel Alberto Alvarez, General Business. Mark David Amshay, Management. James Dan Apple, Accounting. Yvonne Bernadette Baca, Accounting. Brandon David Barber, Management Information Systems. Robert Blair Bardwell, Marketing. Julie Lynn Battenfield, Management Information Systems. Holly D. Blackburn, Marketing. William Coulter Bowman, Management Information Systems and Finance. John Lawrence Brenner, Management Information Systems and General Business. Sean Michael Brubaker, Marketing. Michelle Ann Carrasco, Marketing. Hannah Lee Williams Carter, Finance. Kathleen Cook, Accounting. Sherry Alyssa Cowgill, GBIN. Jeremy Justin Dansby, Marketing. Stephen Frederick Davidson, Accounting. Jean Lynn Decker Holdridge, Management. Scott Robert Dickerson, Marketing. Trey Alvin Douglas, Management. Trey Eric Duncan, General Business. Ben David Edwards, GBIN Marketing. Carol Lindley Foss, Finance. Christopher Michael Faison, Marketing. Angela K. Fleming, Finance. Michael Eric Garza, Marketing. Amy Nicole Gavin, Management Information Systems. Michael Sean Gilson, Finance. Samuel Gonzalez, Finance. Scott Joseph Gonzalez, General Business. Matthew Roger Gray, Marketing. Catherine Ann Hancock, Finance. Justin Van Aken Haynes, Finance. Patrick Aguirre Hernandez, Finance. Tanwalu Lunshe, Management Information Systems and Marketing. Wendy Gale Holland, Finance. Brian R. Earlbeck, Accounting. Leslie R. Jones, Management Information Systems. Matthew L. Justice, Management. Michelle Lee Kaluza, Management. Brian Charles King, General Business and Management. Brad Patrick Louder, Marketing. Christopher William Lee, Finance. Carl R. Little Jr., Finance. William H. Little Jr., Accounting. Jeffrey Lee Marshall, Accounting. Michelle Lee Martin, Management Information Systems. Wade Hatlaff May, Finance, Management, Economics. Maria Reyna McElroy, Management Information Systems. Rodney Blake McGlasson, Management Information Systems. Amy Denise McKinley, Finance. Kyle David McMullen, Management Marketing. Brandon Burns Mead, Management Information Systems. Kenneth Corey Michaelsberger, Finance. Jeffrey Lee Moore, Management Information Systems. Victor Eugene Moore III, Management. Marcus Eugene Mora, Marketing. John C. Nelson, Finance. Ty Fo Nago, Finance, Economics. Rebecca Beatrice North, Accounting. Jeffrey Mark Olier, Finance. Brian Scott Palger, Marketing. Amy Elizabeth Peary, Management. Alexander Evgenyevich Pekarsky, Marketing. Christopher Lane File, Management Information Systems. Suzanne Christine Plassant, Accounting. Curtis Robert Price, Management Information Systems. David Proctor, Management Information Systems. Carol Ray Ridley, Management. Joseph Adam Robinson, Marketing. Jason Todd Smurs, Management Information Systems. Michael Dean Smith, Management Information Systems. Christopher Brent Spears, Marketing. Matthew Kirk Stinson, Management Information Systems. Matthew Ross Sturrock, Management. Joanne Suzanne Swainer, Marketing. Brentley Jason Taylor, Finance. Michael Alexander Theory, Marketing. Stephen Destry Vaughn, Marketing. Jan Lennett Valpondo, Finance, General Business. Tori B. Verdell, Petroleum Land Management. Michael Dax Warren, Finance. Randall Owen Weisenhahn, GBIN Economics. Janice Merle Wilkerson, Management. Corey Terrell Willis, Management. Craig Whitney Wilson, Finance. Scott Wojan, Management Information Systems. Michael Christopher Wood, PLM. Teddy H. Wu, excuse me, Management Information Systems. Bobby J. Yu, Marketing. Patricia Angela Zabayos, Marketing. David T. Ziegler, Finance. Jeffrey Lane Zimmer, Marketing.
Please join me in applauding all of the graduates. The undergraduate students ranking highest academically on the basis of completed records in each of the instructional colleges will now be recognized. As I call their names, will they please stand and remain standing until all names have been read. From the College of Human Sciences, Stacia Michelle Swigert, 4.0. From the College of Education, Wade Anthony Hood, Stacy Joy Iverson King, Kimberly Jo Moore, Amanda Lee Wood, all with 4.0s. From the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources, Carol Jean Moorhead, 3.965. From the College of Business Administration, Mitchell Brian McCauley, 4.0. The Ex-Students Association extends congratulations to the 1997 graduates. You are encouraged to maintain contact with Texas Tech University through your Ex-Students Association. The association is particularly pleased to honor the highest ranking students graduating in each college. Plaques from the association will be awarded at the college reception. Will the audience please join me in applauding the achievements of these honored graduates?
I want to close the ceremony by making just a very few remarks about the importance of education. You know, Thomas Jefferson warned us in 1799 that if a nation expects to be ignorant and free at the same time, it expects what never was and what never will be. Well, if this is true, the question is just how smart do we have to be? And I'm afraid that the answer is, these days, we have to be pretty smart. Not only are the issues facing Americans today far more difficult and complex than they've ever been before, but the stakes are getting progressively higher. And yet, for democracy to be real, the people must have input into the most important issues before the nation. To the extent that we must delegate this authority, the less direct our democracy becomes. What an awesome responsibility this places on each of us. For it is the educated who must lead. Not only must you work to contribute to your own livelihood, but you must shoulder the responsibility of ensuring that our country will have cause to celebrate our 3rd century of independence. I urge you in the strongest possible way to become involved. Become involved in your community. Become involved in your government at all levels. Become involved in your schools and in programs directed toward opportunity for all of our people. Be curious, be imaginative, be tolerant, and be patient. But most of all, be willing to work and work hard for those things in which you believe and for those things you wish to achieve. I can tell you that the world is full of pretenders and bluffers and loafers and bunglers. It simply cries out for the real thing. And remember, too, that you came to the university not to get an education, but to begin your education. Your primary purpose here was to learn how to learn. Education itself is a lifelong journey. Certainly there are many people whom you and I both should thank for making your presence at this ceremony possible. The famous philosopher Yogi Berra said when he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame, "I would like to thank everyone today who made this occasion necessary." So let me take just a moment to thank at least some of those who made today's commencement a necessity. First of all, I want to thank the faculty who guide the progression of learning and who not only serve the students in the classroom, but counseled them and were their friends and mentors. I would also like to thank the parents, the family and friends who have given their help, their encouragement, and perhaps more importantly, their money to see these students' goals realized. And I want to thank also the Board of Regents, the Chancellor, and the administration of Texas Tech for their leadership in setting the course for this institution. And finally, I want to thank you, the graduates. Your accomplishments make my job at this institution extremely rewarding. Your successes in the future will reflect upon this university and enhance its stature as one of the great universities in the nation. So congratulations to each of you for the milestone you celebrate today. I wish you much success in all of your endeavors, and each of us on this stage shares with your friends and families an extreme pride in your accomplishments. On behalf of the Regents, the faculty, the students, the administration, and the staff of this university, goodbye, good luck, and Godspeed. Now will all please rise for the benediction by the Reverend Perchlik and remain standing for the alma mater.
My part in this ceremony is small, and I thank the faculty and the regents of this university for inviting me to be present. I remind you that the presence of clergy or prayer does not determine the spirit of a people. The religious power of this nation will be determined by the small acts, the small choices, and the big ones that we make each day. And it is in that spirit that I ask for this blessing. Most holy God, I ask that when we become complacent, you prod us. I ask that when we become distracted, you return us to the path. I ask that when we feel defeated, you uplift us and teach us how in each day to show the transforming power of your inclusive love. May we all go from this place with God in our hearts, with good on our lips, with beauty in our hearts and spirits. So be it. Amen. Go with God.
We will now sing the alma mater, led by Mr. Gabriel Gonzalez, who is graduating senior in vocal performance. The words are located on the inside front cover of your program for those few of you who don't know them already.
Banners far and wide.
Now I would ask that you all please be seated for the recessional. After the recessional, you're cordially invited to attend the college receptions. Locations of these are noted in your program. Thank you very much for joining us at today's commencement ceremony.